Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 5th of April, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at the dollar index. We see here that we do have this move below the cloud really materializing on the medium-term chart. So that is just bearish for the dollar until we can get back above this 101.50 level on the dollar index. The basket of currencies measure against the dollar, then we are in medium-term bearish territory. We're still bullish long-term. This is the recovery off the low that we saw at 98.90. But the key thing is we are in this sideways move. Can we break to the upside? That's the question now. Will we break below or above the cloud? Will we break higher or go lower? So we're just going to keep an eye on the dollar for doing that. And the same applies to the euro in reverse. So we're seeing here we're coming out of the cloud in the medium term, but we still will the euro break lower? We do have now a locked column and a downside target of 102 for the euro if we go lower than this level that we've seen here at about the 105.50 level. Japanese yen, the dollar has been recovering a little bit just in the last day, but the reality is here the yen is gaining strength against the dollar. And I looked yesterday at the South African rand, just seeing how that's shaping out. Bullish above the cloud is the US dollar against the rand, so we're just seeing that rand really struggling on political events in South Africa, but hitting the cloud on the medium term. Will it break through and be a trend change for the rand? If we look at sterling, sterling is just holding on to this 124.50 level, 124.25. If we go lower than 124, we activate this downside target to 120. So keep an eye on that through the day. And if we look at the sterling euro rate, we just see that's falling away slightly. Sterling falling against the euro and against the Swiss franc. And against the Australian dollar, we're still bullish above the cloud, but we still have some work to do to turn bearish in the medium and long-term charts. The S&P 500 yesterday just rose a little bit, but we are just struggling in the medium term to get back through this cloud. Still looking very bullish, medium and long term. And the Nasdaq is bullish on all three time frames. Again, it recovered somewhat yesterday as well. The Dow Jones hasn't quite made it through the cloud yet, and the Russell 2000 has been through the cloud and just is looking still bullish above the cloud on all three time frames. Not so clear a trend as the Nasdaq, obviously. If you look at the futures markets, the Nasdaq E-mini just very slightly down, but no heads up as to which way the market will open. FTSE had quite a good day yesterday, but it's still not managed to get back above the cloud. We do have these short-term targets as 3 and 6% upside, so we do still expect FTSE to run, and the FTSE 250 is bullish above the cloud as well. The DAX in Germany is also above the cloud and looking pretty strong there too. The Nikkei is up today but falling against the weaker yen. Stronger yen is having an impact there. Just more recently, and we see here Hang Seng is just holding on to its position as well. The Sensex. The Shanghai Index also just playing with the cloud here, just quite volatile, but back above. And the Sensex has actually risen above the cloud and is strong on all three time frames still. The Australian market looking strong with lots of upside targets, bullish on all three time frames. And Brent Crude, interestingly, the recovery continues. Will this support level that was become resistance? We'll have to see. But Brent still has some work to do, but it is looking more and more bullish as we go through the cloud. And if we look at the WTI chart, really seeing bullishness here as well. This will give us an upside target, so that will show us uncertainty in oil. It could go either way, but we do still have this 37.37 target hanging over us. Natural gas we're seeing is back above the cloud at this 327 level, so that's looking positive. 344 is the next level. We did have downside targets. Those are pretty much gone now, so that's looking pretty good too. Copper still below the cloud in the short term, but recovering and finding support on the cloud in the medium term. And we took a look at sugar, that's really falling away. Softs generally not looking great. Wheat is up slightly and is bullish on the medium and short term charts. Taking a look at gold, Gold down very, very slightly, but bullish above the cloud on all three time frames. A new target here of 167 to look out for. And silver also bullish above the cloud on all three time frames. US government bonds just struggling at this in this 230s area. You have got an upside target to 2.44%. Last of all, look at some tech. Apple still looks amazingly bullish. Google back above the cloud and bullish. Amazon just running and going mad, bullish on all three time frames. New all-time highs there. Facebook just pulling back a little bit. Microsoft still bullish above the cloud on all three time frames. And Nvidia fell 7% yesterday, making me feel happier that I did sell my position after tripling over the last year. Just shows that you've got to be not too regretful when you sell and you see it rise again. It's looking more and more like this is a top. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.